Welcome back to the channel, guys. As you know, we're working on the LS swapped F100. Jason got all kinds of parts he brought over with him. We've got, I don't even know, wheel tub. We've got parts from Outcast Auto Works. We got our lower control arm mounts, a bunch of shims. We've got the plates to lower the struts in the front. Oh, Alky Digger sent us our blower hub to drive off the front of the crank. And then we've got our mandrel to go off of that, so that way we can run the dry sump and the mechanical fuel pump that we're going to use. I also got in a piece of something there we'll go over. And right now Jason's taking off the original Crown Vic lower mount pieces on the A-arms here, so we can go ahead and test out one of these Outcast pieces. It looks like this was totally planned out, I promise. We knew exactly what we were doing. No, we didn't. The lower piece uses this bolt hole here, and then there'll be one down here, and I'm not sure, one either top or bottom. He bolts it on with 3 bolts, and it just happens to clear where we put this rear motor mount that we stuffed inside the frame there. So we got lucky on that one. I also need to transfer the holes for the, if I get it in the shot, for the cross member for the transmission. There's no room to get a drill bit down on the top side here, so I'll have to get some measurements, move this arm out of the way. We'll get those drilled in. And yeah, I'll open up some more packages and we'll go over that as well. Oh man. Now what?
We need like a pry bar to pry that down a little bit.
There, will this fit in there? Probably not enough leverage though.
Fat fingers are going. Thought you said them will work.
Okay, no, I guess I lied. It doesn't use that bolt hole. Well, I guess we just put the nut on the back of it there, and we'll have to tighten it up and just see where it falls. We'll use these new drill bits that we got. We got a set of Vortex. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of these kind of drill bits before, but it'll be the first time using them. We'll give them a shot. Jason's used them before, but these are Vortex Point, made in the USA. So they got steps all the way down the drill bit. This is like your 1/2 inch here, and it's got like 9 steps all the way down it to help you get started through the metal. And Jason says that they eat right through metal, so we'll give them a shot. Alright, so we got Jason under here die grinding. I can't really say I messed up, because to be honest, the hoist arm was in the way, but yeah, I thought there was only 1 bolt hole down here, and it turns out there was actually 2 original ones. So what we can do is die grind that one out, which he did, and then the second bolt hole in the back will be in a totally new place. So we'll get this other one. Oh, he's already got that one die grind out too?
Not enough.
Not enough, so hit that one a little bit more and then drill the other holes, and then we'll call that good. So then the transmission cross member will be complete. When we do the next one, we'll make it right.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll probably never get to that one.
No, probably not. Get it, board?
You need to go. No, whatever. Just drill it. Trying out the new drill bits here. You know, typically you would center punch that hole, but why would we do that? He's stressing, guys. He's stressing.
Well, you.
Oh.
There.
I put it in speed 1, so this drill would last a little bit longer. Holy. You're tipping forward. Make sure you stay bad that way.
We're gonna break this one. Jesus. Ow.
I bet they were hot. Huh. Well, high-speed drill bits you run on high speed, so I mean, that's what he was doing on the last ones. It's just the drill. I don't think the drill really liked high speed when it was getting bogged down. All right, so we can flip that back over now and see if everything still lines up, and then we'll have that complete. Transmission crossmember is complete. Went ahead and got those holes drilled. We'll get, you know, washers and stuff on these and run these actually up through the frame. Well, I guess that side's up through. But yeah, looking good. Jason's gonna get a yoke coming for that 27 spline, so that way we can get a drive shaft, and then we can get a spool, because this has my 40 spline spool in it, but they're 31 spline axles, so we'll get that coming. We can button that up. But I think at this point, in typical boosted ride fashion, we're gonna jump around like we always do. We're kind of waiting on parts to keep moving on other things, so I think we're gonna just knock out these wheel tubs and get this box cut back closer to the frame here, so that way we can maybe tack those in there. I'm not saying weld them in, but at least get them put in place and knock that out. That'd be one thing off the list, and then maybe we could mount gas tank, or we could maybe pick out a dry sump tank for the oil system and continue from there. But yeah, let's start on that, and then we'll update you when we get a little bit further. And real quick, show you this while Jason's unloading the box there to get working on the wheel tubs. This came from Midwest Steel and Aluminum. We watched the YouTube video. I'm not gonna lie to you, we seen a guy that was making a adapter plate. This is gonna go for the tunnel ram over there to blower, and he suggested these people. His suggestion was correct. I'm not trying to knock these people, but they were cheap. But if you're looking for something quick, it took a month to get it. So not that we were in a rush at the time, but I didn't think it was gonna take a month. But this is 3/4, 13.5 by I think 19.5. We're gonna get that over to my brother's shop, and I'll get a program drawn up for that, so we can drill and tap for the blower studs, drill and tap for the bolts to adapt to the intake, because it threads up to the bottom of this one, and cut the main hole out. So we need to get going on that as well. And I think we're kind of running out of time, Jason. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got a list on the board here, if you haven't seen it in the background, of all kinds of things. A few things checked off, but this kind of shrinks up and then it just grows back just as much, if not more, each time. So yeah, there we go. Well, let's keep cracking. I missed it. What happened?
I don't know.
I don't know, but you're flexing the whole box there, Tubby.
Is this gonna hold?
I don't know, but you're a little safer walking around there. The back, not so much, but
Yep.
oh.
So you still got one whole more rib almost to go down. Okay, falls right down through.
Well, that's not good.
You got a ½ inch over here.
What do you mean? Did you go forward yet?
Yeah. Who the hell barked that?
What do you? Scratch it up. We're gonna have to sit that fucker back.
Yeah.
What are we putting in there?
How do we do this? Tack it.
Tack it. It don't even fit.
Ain't in the same shape. Gotta get a different year? These are only $69.
After a lot of just messing around with these wheel tubs, it's just not going to work. I mean, unfortunately, I thought the Bronco wheel tubs were supposed to fit, but here's what we're running into. For one, if we line up the front, at the bottom there, you can see that the arch going up, and that could be because there's damage possibly up in this upper area. You know, if you push this down, that may come up at the top possibly. And that would line up this front ridge there. The back one's still off, and if you come to the back, there's even more of an issue. Yeah, that's not going to work. Besides the rust in the bed, that's not going to work either. But I don't know. Thought about cutting and sectioning it, you know, cutting it in half this direction, lengthening out the wheel tub. I don't know, it's kind of turned into a nightmare, to be honest with you. So I think we're going to scratch that idea and go with plan B. Now, what is plan B, you might ask? Well, I didn't have an idea until I came up with this. They're going to be plenty heavy, that's for sure, but this is the new wheel tub idea. Don't mind the mess around it. There's all kinds of parts here. But yeah, here it is. We've got these bent wheel tubs that are about a little over 10 inches tall from here to the table. And then we've got these panels for the side to block off the inside. And I believe they should fit right in there. There's a little bit of tweaking with the bent piece that may have to happen. But the goal right now is we're going to stand this piece up on the outside of this, on this table we got, and start tacking on the inside of that. Get this held down against the table because it's a little bit bowed. You're going to have that. But yeah, we're going to get this tacked together, then we're going to take it over there. This is about 16 3/4 inches wide, the wheel tub is. And I believe when Jason trimmed that up some more, it was about 16 3/4. So we should be good. It might be a little bit tight in some spots. We might have to just open it up a hair more, but would rather have it that way. But I think we need to go ahead and get these tacked together. We'll take it over to the passenger side that's been cut open. Yep. And then let's test it out and see if this is actually going to work. Because I don't have a plan C. So here's a quick look at it, actually just tacked together. Actually fit together pretty nice. It was a little bit bent off, looks like, from the side piece contour, but we can make that work. I mean, there's a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a gappage right there. Well, I shouldn't say gap, just a little area that needs filled. So, you know, actually that kind of leaves a little area that can be welded, you know, even all up along there, and then just take the grinder and flap wheel and just square this off. But I think it's going to look pretty good. Not sure if the width is 100% correct. We're a little bit over. We're closer to 17, like 16 and almost 15/16, but we have room to open up the truck bed slightly more. So that would be ideal. And then I hope that these will kind of drop down inside the bed. That way we could kind of weld this, you know, drop it inside the bed a little bit and have the bed rails all welded in there. Let's move it over to the bed now. Try and drop it in there, get it tacked in, and show you what it looks like in the bed. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess first I need to finish cutting out the rest of this wheel tub. We'll follow this line across, and looks like it's already kind of rusted or separated there. We'll just get something to cut along that groove there, get the rest of that cut out, and then we could set in the new wheel tub and see what it looks like. Went ahead and got the wheel tub sat in there. It's just temporary. We need to go ahead and just touch up a few things and then cut the rust away just slightly more to get that to sit down in there level. But man, it's looking good. Jason showed up though, and he brought some more stuff. So I didn't go over what we got earlier. One of the items was we got the 3/4 inch plate in to machine the adapter plate out of. So this will convert from the tunnel ram to blower. And then what else did we get, Jason? We got parts for headers. We'll touch on that more later because we got a plan for that. I'm not going to spoil that one. Another wheel tub, which is not going to work. I believe this is the A-arms and everything. We've got a steam port kit. Valley cover. Sway bar links. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably about it. And I think we showed you the stuff over on the table there. We got that mandrel and pulley, which that's going to need modified as well, or some type of modifications. But we sat the 3/4 inch plate on here, and we went ahead. We're just going extreme, I guess. This is my 4-inch spacer, and also the injection plate and the 3-inch spacer, and then we're kind of missing a key part to this, but I think Jason showed up with something today. So this came from Canada. And yeah, this is going to be pretty wild. Jeez. Maybe we don't need quite the spacers. I don't know. Do we need all them spacers? Let's get a shot back here a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need them. We gotta have them. Ah. I don't know about you guys, but that's gonna look pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 5 9/16 butterflies. Slightly bigger than we needed. I hope it's not going to be too big for this 408 stroker motor if we even get that one built in time.
Yeah.
Worst case, I know Jason's probably not thrilled. We might have to put it on the death trap if it is too big. Or we also talked about having a plate made that could go in between here to basically restrict it with smaller holes lasered into it, so that way the airflow coming into it. Are you inside the truck?
Yeah, see ya.
Hold on. Oh, wow. Ah, damn, that looks good. Well, that's that part. So, yeah, we're getting closer to the motor stuff. Now the biggest thing is we need to figure out exactly where this blower needs to sit in relation to all of our pulleys set up coming down the front. So that way when we machine this plate, we can make it be in the location it needs to be. So hopefully we have snouts and everything like my old one. Maybe a spacer up here if we need to. Hopefully we have all that stuff to make it work. Also got some header flanges here. Got those will go with the header parts. And like I said, we'll keep that for another video. But all right, well, I think we need to get back on the wheel tub. I was kind of waiting for Jason to show up because those things are pretty dang heavy. So we'll trim that up, kind of get it held in there, and then we'll get the first one tacked, and then we'll get on the driver's tub as well. Okay, now that we got it all welded up, nice and hot to be able to put back in the truck. Looking pretty good. Jason went ahead and cleaned up the bed, so I think now we'll give this just a few seconds to cool off anyway. He's nice and hot, that's for sure. Give that a little bit to cool off. We'll take it over there and see if he did a good job, and we can hopefully drop this in and start tacking it in. Heck, you didn't even have to plas half of it. No. You just gotta cut this. It isn't even like it was rusted off of there, honestly. That's the only place that got welded. Alright, well, we got this one all tacked in. Jason's cutting out that one. We need to get that tub tacked together, this inner structure here to the main tub. But went ahead, just threw in some spot welds on the front and rear, drilled some holes, so that'll hold that. And then just tacked a few on the inside here. So that one's not going anywhere. We figure we might as well get started on the second one. That way we can get that put in, and then we'll continue from there. It's looking mighty fine, though. Jason, for some reason, wants to make sure it's level from this one to the other one, you know, because we're concerned about this box that has, yeah, about ready to fall apart. Jason steps in the back, and I think it twists pretty good, so that's all right. We'll make it look good for him. All right, went ahead and got the driver's wheel tub all mocked up and in there. Went ahead and put several tack welds around the outside of it. I think we're going to leave it at that on this one and maybe just do seam sealer. And then we need to just finish tack welding in the passenger side here. Then we just got to do some cleanup work, like I said before. Probably weld this so that way we can grind that off. I already kind of went ahead and took care of the tops to make that all flush. So just some minor work there, but she's looking good. Now we can fit the 31s on with no problem. We can also fit Like my Mustang wheels, the rears, I think I threw that one over there so it didn't get damaged or anything. We can fit those on there, so we'll have nice show wheels on when we go to events and stuff like that. He's ready for snow.
Yeah.
I think it's actually snowing outside right now, so tomorrow morning I'll probably get a slow start at this because I'll probably be cleaning up like 2 to 4 inches of snow tomorrow.